It's real easy to get this guy all hot under the collar, and elsewhere.
Pyro will tear you to toast.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we will explore the comic book origins of Pyro.
Pyro.
As with most comic book characters, there are often reimaginings and different versions to a character's past. We've chosen to primarily follow the storyline which unfolded in 1981's Uncanny X-Men numbers 141 to 142, which was expanded upon in 2001's Cable number 87. The evil mutant known as Pyro was once St. John Allardyce. Although details of his past are sketchy at best, it's universally accepted that he was Australian in origin before he began his career with the Brotherhood.
Lovely sentiment, old blob. A spiffy day for an assassination.
As his name implies, Pyro's mutant powers were connected with fire and flame. Although he was unable to actually create fire, he is able to control any fire within 100 yards of himself. He could even take a small flame and cause it to grow exponentially.
Got a talent you have there, Pyro.
I can only manipulate the fire. I can't create it.
Pyro became quite adept at manipulating fire, often forming massive shapes and figures from it. As he could not create fire himself, the villain often carried special equipment to create the flames he so needed to exercise his power. Pyro debuted in 1981's Uncanny X-Men number 141, the first issue of what became one of the X-Men's most popular storylines, Days of Future Past. The story began in the Manhattan of the future, a Manhattan that was virtually unrecognizable. As an adult Kitty Pryde made contact with Wolverine, readers learned that the world was in crisis. Mutant hunting sentinels had taken over North America, and only a small handful of mutants remained alive. The Sentinels have planned on expanding their power beyond North America, and when they do, a full-scale nuclear war will be launched. In order to prevent this apocalyptic future from occurring, Kitty Pryde was sent back in time. Her mission was to change events and prevent the murder of Senator Robert Kelly, which triggered the rise of the Sentinels. That assassination was planned by the villainous mutant Mystique, the leader of the latest incarnation of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Pyro, as a member of this team, demonstrated his power to readers by lashing out at the disrespectful villain, the Blob. Donning their costumes, the Brotherhood set in motion its plan to murder Senator Kelly. Fortunately, Kitty had alerted the X-Men in time, and they were to do battle with the Brotherhood. During that clash, Pyro showed just how formidable his power was, fighting with both the X-Men and the US Army. But not even Pyro could withstand the might of Storm's weather-derived might. More importantly, Kitty was able to prevent Senator Kelly's death. The Brotherhood was defeated, and an apocalyptic future was changed. Just another day for the X-Men. Pyro continued to wage war against the X-Men over the next few years. However, he also contracted the Legacy Virus, a deadly disease that killed mutants. In 2001's Cable number 87, the attempted assassination of Senator Kelly was retold. However, in this version, a dying Pyro used his powers to foil his own teammates' plot. With his last breath, he begged the Senator to stop the hatred between humans and mutants. The villain's final act was one of sheer heroism. Characters with fire-based abilities have a visual flair that works well in other media. Pyro has been a significant presence in a number of Marvel-related projects on TV and in film. Whether in costume or street clothes, Pyro always cuts a striking figure, especially once he turns up the heat. Are you a fan of Pyro? For more comic book origins, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
You're in over your head, Bobby. Maybe you should go back to school.